Kayleigh McEnany says the FBI was looking for dirt on former National Security Advisor Michael Flynn that they did not have. At a news briefing today, McEnany said the FBI tried to manufacture a crime against Flynn in the Russia probe. The Justice Department moved yesterday to drop all charges against Flynn. New York Governor Andrew Cuomo says he's concerned that 73 children in New York have an inflammatory illness associated with COVID-19. That includes a 5-year-old boy who died in New York City.
This is every parent's nightmare, right? That your child may actually be affected by this virus. But it's something we have to consider seriously now.
Meantime, there were 216 more coronavirus deaths in New York State yesterday. Legendary Miami Dolphins coach Don Shula is being laid to rest today. A private funeral mass took place this morning, and there's a private afternoon burial service. Shula passed away Monday at the age of 90. You're listening to the latest from NBC News Radio. The FAA is investigating after a person was hit and killed by a passenger plane landing on a runway at Austin Bergstrom International Airport in Texas last night. A statement from the airport says the flight crew reported seeing an unauthorized individual on the runway shortly after the plane touched down. An airport operations employee found the victim and called paramedics, who pronounced the person dead. All TSA screeners are being told they must wear a mask at airport checkpoints.
It's no longer optional. Many had already been covering their nose and mouth to protect against coronavirus. The TSA says the new rule will begin in the coming days. Are encouraged to do the same, but may be asked to lower their mask to verify ID. Brian Shook, NBC News Radio.
San Diego-based Soup Plantation and Sweet Tomatoes, two popular buffet-style restaurants, are closing for good. Parent company Garden Fresh Restaurants announced yesterday that safety recommendations for reopening amidst the COVID-19 pandemic make it nearly impossible for their restaurant model to stay in business. The closure affects all 97 restaurants and 4,400 employees. Uber and Lyft are reporting major coronavirus-driven first-quarter losses.
As stay-at-home orders become the norm, Uber said its net revenue loss jumped 190%. To combat the financial challenges, it has laid off 3,700 employees, and the company's CEO has waived his 2020 base salary. For Lyft, rides dropped nearly 80% in late March and are still down 70% this month. It predicts second-quarter losses could be worse. Dean Muccio, NBC News Radio.
Chipotle is serving up a night to remember for high school seniors forced to miss their prom. The restaurant chain will host a virtual after-prom party on May 16th. 10,000 promo codes will be given out for free meals and prizes, and one lucky winner will get a $25,000 scholarship. Students can get on the guest list by following Chipotle After Party on Instagram. Tom Roberts, NBC News Radio.
This report is sponsored by Unbound.org. Right now, there are young people across the world facing a tough choice. Continue their dream of education or drop out to help their family put food on the table. You can help change their future in a single moment. See how far your support can go at Unbound.org.
iHeartMedia knows small businesses across the country are facing new challenges during the COVID-19 pandemic. So to help, we put together the iHeartRadio Small Business Crisis Resource, which has critical information, including links to federal and state resources providing businesses with stimulus.
In the world are making sure the graduating class of 2020 get the commencement speeches they deserve. Launching Friday, May 15th, Commencement, the podcast, featuring commencement speeches from Bill and Melinda Gates, Tom Brokaw, Henry Winkler, Hillary Clinton, Eli Manning, and more. Graduating or not, these are more than a commencement speech. This is about inspiration. Congratulations to the class of 2020. From iHeartRadio. With an open channel.
I guess just try to keep channels open.
We welcome open-minded individuals.
I try to keep an open mind to all issues.
With open arms.
I think we need to always have our eyes open.